Imagine attending a public festival, surrounded by music, cheering crowds, and excitement. Suddenly, without warning, the ground beneath you collapses. Thousands are trapped. Panic spreads. In a matter of seconds, joy turns into one of the deadliest disasters of the ancient world. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more deep, mysterious, and historical stories like this. Today's story is about Fidenae, a forgotten Roman city whose tragedy reshaped public safety forever. To hook you with a real example, modern studies on crowd safety often trace their origins back to ancient disasters. And one of the earliest recorded mass casualty events in history happened right here in Fidenae. Fidenae was an ancient city located just a few miles north of Rome, in what is now modern-day Italy. Though small, it held strategic importance due to its position near the river Tiber. Throughout history, Fidenae frequently switched control between Roman and neighboring powers. By the time of the Roman Empire, it was no longer politically powerful, but it was still active enough to host large public events. And it was during one such event that Fidenae would be remembered forever. In the year 27 AD, a former slave named Attilius decided to organize a gladiator show in Fidenae. Gladiator games were extremely popular across the Roman world, similar to how major sports events attract massive crowds today. But here's the problem. Attilius was not wealthy. He wanted quick profit. Instead of building a strong, permanent stone amphitheater, he constructed a temporary wooden structure, cheap, fast, and dangerously unstable. Despite this, excitement spread quickly. People traveled from nearby towns and from Rome itself. Ancient historians estimate that around 50,000 spectators gathered to watch the games. No one knew they were walking into a disaster. As the games began, the crowd roared. The wooden stands vibrated under the weight of thousands of people. Then, the structure collapsed. In an instant, seating platforms snapped, beams broke, and the entire amphitheater caved in. People were crushed beneath debris. Others were trampled while trying to escape. According to Roman historian Tacitus, this was one of the worst disasters in Roman history. Ancient records suggest that over 20,000 people were injured, and thousands died, making it one of the deadliest non-natural disasters of the ancient world. The screams, chaos, and destruction turned Fidenae into a scene of horror. Let's break this down point by point. First, the amphitheater was made of wood, not stone. Wood decays, weakens, and cannot support massive crowds safely. Second, there were no safety regulations, no inspections, no crowd limits. Anyone could build an entertainment structure if they had the means. Third, overcrowding. People stood shoulder to shoulder. When the structure failed, there was nowhere to run. This disaster shows something very important. Human greed and lack of regulation can be more dangerous than war. The Roman Empire did not ignore this tragedy. Emperor Tiberius personally responded. He traveled to the site, ordered medical aid, and ensured survivors were cared for. This alone shows how serious the event was. But the most important change came afterward. Rome passed new laws. Only wealthy individuals with proven resources could host gladiator games. Amphitheaters had to meet strict construction standards. Safety regulations were introduced for public events. This was one of the earliest examples of government-enforced public safety laws in history. Fidenae didn't just suffer, it changed the future. You might wonder, why should we care about a city that barely exists anymore? Because the lessons from Fidenae still apply today. Modern stadiums, concert halls, and public venues are designed using safety principles developed after tragedies like this. Crowd control, weight limits, emergency exits, these ideas exist because history taught us what happens when they're ignored. Even today, engineers and urban planners study ancient disasters to understand how structures fail under stress. Fidenae is a reminder that progress often comes after tragedy. After the disaster, Fidenae slowly faded from history. Its population declined and its importance vanished as Rome expanded. Today, few people recognize its name. No massive ruins, no famous landmarks, just scattered remains and written records. Yet its impact echoes through time. Every safe stadium, every regulated public event, and every construction law owes something to the tragedy of Fidenae. Fidenae teaches us a powerful lesson. Entertainment without responsibility can become deadly. A single event, driven by greed and negligence, changed Roman law forever and saved countless future lives. History is not just about empires and battles, it's about moments that forced humanity to learn the hard way. Fidenae may be forgotten by many, but its lesson still stands strong today. Thank you for watching, and stay curious.